Hi lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos, that leave commentaries, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright lovelies, let's dive into today's video. So guys, there's this passport bros that actually went to Colombia, and he is on the run because the police people are after him because of what he actually did. He went ahead to go into some kind of place with some teenagers that happens to be 3 to 14 years old. Guys, I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as some of the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or we're just here for educational purposes, guys. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into it.
I made a post a couple weeks ago talking about how Colombian gangs are targeting and unaliving passport bros. And a lot of guys commented with, Western women are just bitter. 1, I have a boyfriend, so I'm not even looking. 2, I've never seen or met a passport bro that I feel bad for my fellow American women that they're off the market. Why I seemed mad and bitter in that previous video was because men like this. This is Timothy Allen Livingston, who was recently arrested in Colombia for having a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old in his room. The police let him go because he wasn't physically with them at the time they walked in, so he was let go and able to fly back to Florida. He is now wanted by the US and Colombian governments. Like I said in the original video, a lot of the profiles on the dating apps used to lure these passport bros are of minors. If you're a guy who's having a hard time here and you're genuinely looking for love, planning on treating a woman right and not trapping her financially or treating her like a slave, I'm totally fine with that, all the more power to you. But saying you're going over there to find a wife and raping children is not acceptable. And yes, I am mad about it, not because I'm a bitter Western woman, but because I'll stand up for all women, because we gotta stick together. The mayor of Medellin said, I want the whole world to know who this depraved person is, because I want it to not only be known in Colombia, but to be known in the United States or in any country. Someone who believes that they can come to our city and do whatever they want with our children and adolescents are very wrong, and I want people everywhere to replicate that name on social media. So remember the name Timothy Allen Livingston.
Have you heard of Timothy Allen Livingston? He is currently wanted by Colombian authority after he was caught leaving a hotel room with a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old girl. Timothy was reported by another person who saw him try to go into the hotel with the 2 girls on March 28th. But it turns out that on March 27th, he tried to bring in 2 other underage girls, but the security guards stopped them because they had fake IDs. He was initially arrested, but without cops having enough proof, they had to let him go. And as soon as they let him go, he fled to Florida, and now it turns out he might be back in his hometown of Cleveland, Ohio. And by the way, Timothy's story might be the most recent, but it's not unique. White dudes from the US going down to Latin America to have sex with underage girls is now a common practice. They're known as passport bros. Just a few weeks before Timothy, the US arrested 2 other white guys for doing the same thing Timothy did. The people of Colombia are fed up with these passport bros, and they're really trying to crack down, including the new mayor of Medellin. That's why Colombia is so serious about bringing Timothy to justice and trying to show other people who try to come to Colombia for this reason that they will not stand for that. My heart goes out to all the people who've been hurt by this, and please look out for Timothy. He is still on the run.
This is important news coming out of Colombia. Pay attention to this attorney, and then I'll be speaking a little bit afterwards.
Timothy Allen Livingston is an American citizen that was found last week on Good Thursday with 2 12 and 13-year-old girls in a hotel room in Medellin, Colombia. My name is Pamela. I'm a Colombian licensed attorney. All of my content is in Spanish, but I'm making this video in English so everybody in the English-speaking world that sees this video knows who this man is and what he was found for in Colombia, and that he fled the country immediately and is now in the US. According to his passport, he was born in Ohio, and according to what people in social media are saying, he still lives in Ohio. Unfortunately, Medellin is very well known among passport bros for the things that these guys come to consume in that city and nightlife. And to take advantage of the women that are exploited in broad daylight and through the night 24/7 in that city. The Colombian police did receive a call on Thursday reporting that this man was in a hotel room with 2 girls. But according to the police, because this man wasn't touching the girls when they came over and inspected the place, the hotel, and the situation, they weren't able to arrest him at the moment. Many attorneys, like myself, believe that this was a mistake. Due to this mistake, there is no warrant for his arrest, and he was able to fly internationally, and is why he is no longer in Colombia and is back in his home country. The case has gone insanely viral because Medellin locals are tired of seeing this scene over and over and over again. So remember the name Timothy Allen Livingston, and he is not the only passport bro that has been involved in sketchy situations. I'm pretty sure that the Colombian authorities are going to make this right, and this will not go unpunished. So may this be the warning that for any passport bro who wants to come to Colombia to exploit our women and to exploit our children and to commit felonies, you are not welcome, and it's not going to end well for you.
Timothy Allen Livingston. I want this shared in Ohio because I want everyone to know what he was up to. This is what he looks like. If anyone knows Timothy Allen Livingston personally, please reach out. I want every detail of his life. And of course, only for one reason, and that's to keep people safe. If there's any justice in this world, Timothy would be extradited back to Colombia and deal with their prisons.
Here's his mom, and on her page, she has everything open. There he is up there. And on her friends list, you can find a lot more. There's Mike, his brother, his sister-in-law, Christine, that's Mike's wife, and some other people in his family. Proof. You're gross, bro. What is that painting above you? Is that a flag? Is that a literal red flag? Like, is that just a rectangle red flag right above your head? There's nothing funny about what she did.
An Ohio man has fled Colombia back to the United States when the police were called about him being in the room with two little girls. They're called passport bros. Roll the clip. Make this go viral, y'all. You know what to do.
Timothy Allen Livingston is an American citizen that was found last week on Good Thursday with two 12 and 13-year-old girls in a hotel room in Medellin, Colombia. My name is Pamela. I'm a Colombian licensed attorney. All of my content is in Spanish, but I'm making this video in English so everybody in the English-speaking world that sees this video knows who this man is and what he was found for in Colombia, and that he fled the country immediately and is now in the U.S. According to his passport, he was born in Ohio, and according to what people in social media are saying, he still lives in Ohio. Unfortunately, Medellin is very well known among passport bros for the things that these guys come to consume in that city in nightlife, and to take advantage of the women that are exploited in broad daylight and through the night 24/7 in that city.
For more information, go to this page, watch the full video, but also, you know what to do with this one. Like, share, follow, comment. When you get done liking, sharing, and following, comment done. And then hopefully it will reach the masses. He is not exempt. I don't know what is going on in this world, but these Americans, they out of control. It needs to stop. And I don't know how in the world he could just go back into his normal life here in the United States and just think that this type of behavior is okay. The only reason he didn't get arrested was because when the police got there, he wasn't touching them. Okay? That was a big mistake, and she's hoping that the Colombian officials do something different later, but still, Timothy Allen Livingston in Ohio. Timothy Allen Livingston, you are not exempt, sir. Save the children. Comment done. Save the children.
This is 36-year-old Timothy Allen Livingston. He is from Parma, Ohio, and he is a wanted fugitive out of Colombia for crimes against children. Timothy was arrested in Medellin, Colombia on Thursday, March 28th after he was found in his hotel with two young girls ages 12 and 13 who he planned on engaging in sexual activity with, and then he was going to pay them. From what I've found online, he allegedly used the shift change of security guards to sneak the girls in on the 28th because he had tried on the 27th and they had been denied entry by security. Unfortunately, Timothy was released from police custody after about 12 hours because they didn't have enough immediate evidence to hold him, and as soon as he was released, he drove about 45 minutes away to an airport and got on a direct flight to Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
He's currently believed to either be in the Fort Lauderdale area or back in the Parma, Ohio area where he lives. It looks like Timothy has traveled to Colombia about 3 times in the last 2 years, probably all for this reason. And if he's willing to travel for this reason, he's probably willing to do it at home as well. So if you live in the Parma, Ohio area or possibly the Fort Lauderdale, Florida area, please memorize this face and be vigilant. Looks like the U.S. Attorney's Office has given investigators from Medellin authority to investigate Timothy, and they're very hopeful that they'll be able to bring him back there for questioning and to face justice.
Like, seriously, Lovis, what is actually wrong with some of these passport bros? Like, they have now migrated from, actually going after adults to going after teenagers. Like, seriously? Like, are you kidding me right now? So this Timothy of a guy who happens to be 35 years, thereabouts, decided that, okay, he is now done with women from the state. He's done with American women, and now it's time for him to navigate to Colombia to actually get himself with those little ones that he can actually easily manipulate into their life. Maybe just show them a little bit of crush because he felt that these people actually needed help and all of that, then take advantages of them. Like, what is wrong with these people? Or how do you even think that you can actually leave your place? You can actually leave so many women in your place. Like, these people often think that they can get a better option while on transit, like when they travel. But you have all the categories of women at your disposal in your area, even close to you. You cannot develop a relationship with such women. You cannot develop a relationship or even have a profiting one. But all you could do was to maybe talk ill bad against maybe all of those women you have in your areas, how loud they are, how not humble they are. Then all you could do was to take advantage of people that you think that they are naive, they don't know what is happening. If you just go over there, show them your passport and maybe a little bit of cash, they will just all running to you. So this guy decided to leave his place and traveled down to Colombia, which he has done almost 3 times. He traveled out there and decided to hang out with this 13 to 14 years. Like, seriously, they're not even up to 18. Then you brought these people to your hotel room to do what? And after, when you were not allowed to enter with these people, you decided that, okay, let's just use another measure. Then you ended up going into your hotel room with this 13 to 14 years, and when he was confronted, though there was nothing, they were not caught in an inappropriate way, then they left him. And immediately they left him because he knew that what he was doing was wrong. And this might probably not be the first time he is doing such thing. He decided to leave the country then just immediately. And now he's on the run. And now they are, looking for him. Because if he can do such a thing in another man's country, is 100% chance that he can do such a thing in Ohio. He can do such a thing in his place of residence. This is why a lot of people need to be very careful with this kind of pedophiles. So he cannot even find himself a matured woman. He has stooped so low to go after the ones that he can take more advantage of. Like, seriously? What kind of thing is this? What kind of, what is wrong with some of these guys? What is wrong with some of these passport pros? What is wrong with them? He has succeeded in, getting away with stuff like this. Who knows what he have, indulged himself with? Who knows how many of these kind of girls he have indulged himself with and got away with it. And now he feels that when I'm done in my resident area or in anywhere, he must have lived, I will just have to take my, attitude elsewhere. I'll have to take it to another country to do the same thing to this country people. Like, seriously, some of these passport bros be doing some kind of thing that is so questionable. There's a video I stitched one time where this particular kind of passport bros have to leave whatever women they have over their base, and then finding themselves to a country, is it Colombia? And this man was found unalived in his hotel room. Like, to what end? To what end will you explore? You want to explore ecstasies. You want to explore what? That you cannot even explore in your own time. Nobody is justifying the fact that people do not find love in all these dating apps and all of that. But there are a lot of these people that have this kind of motive that is not thinkable. Most of them will just want to explore some kind of, I don't just understand, some real things. And when they want to do that, they know they can't do that with people or with the ladies in the States. With the exposed ladies, they try as much as they can to go into these timid places. They try as much as they can to use these timid people. That's why they will find themselves until they start falling in the hands of the bad ones. Even if they keep on doing this, the one thing is that they never realize that a lot of these uncivilized countries that you think that you can go do whatever you want to do and get away with it, they are beginning to find out what your intentions are. This is why most of them will just trick you. Some of them even pretend to be a woman. Meanwhile, the person behind all of that is a man. They will trick you. You will come over there and they will just do whatever they want to do with you. This is what the case of the other man that just, seriously. And this one, all he could do was just to think of some kind of, teenage girls. Not even one, two. Like, what is it? A 35 to 36 years old guy. What are you doing with a teenage of 12 to 13? Like, seriously, this person is actually your daughter. Why is it that men cannot even reason? Some guys cannot reason. How would you feel when you're in some kind of ill-mannered act with your own? It's the person, like, oh my God, this is just unbelievable. And now he's on the run because Kama has caught up with him. Where is he running to? And this happens to be his third trip. That means he has been doing stuff like this and getting away with it. Like, what is it that you guys want? So all your life, all you just want to do is to, oh my God. Anyways, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you get to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.